nothing vlog. Jeez, I can't talk. I really can't talk right now, which I'm gonna get into in a second. I just came back from the dentist again. I didn't realize when I was going back to, well, the endodontist, whatever. I didn't realize going back today that I was not getting the crown today. I thought that I was getting the crown. No, apparently that was only part 1 of the root canal they did last time. They finished it today. I still have to go back to the regular dentist to get the fucking crown. But at least now I have the peace of mind of knowing that that hole that I told you guys about that like popped up in the bottom of it in like 12 hours the first time, apparently with this type of temporary is supposed to happen. So I feel like a stroke victim right now, guys. I kind of still want to do a review today. I kind of don't even care to let this wear off. Like, I'm kind of curious if I just do it and not explain anything, just to see how many people actually watch my fucking vlogs instead of just the reviews and, like, are literally here only for my reviews. I'm very curious to see. But, it's just funny because okay, that was funny too, but last time, like, remember, I felt like I did not get numb, like, the whole time. I think he must have made a note of it somewhere, because they got me literally so numb this time. I actually thought, this is stupid, I actually thought I was having an anaphylactic shock reaction to it, because all of a sudden the roof of my mouth felt swollen, and I thought my tongue was swollen, and I couldn't swallow right, and I thought everything was swelling shut. No, I was just that fucking numb. Holy crap. Like, I don't think I've ever been quite this numb. Ever. Even for extractions. So I'm like, the hell? What is with my face? Oh my god, it's like, I'm kind of having flashbacks to that scene from the movie 10, where Dudley Moore's character had to go get like 6 fillings done in one sitting because he wants to go stalk the Bo Derek character, and the dentist is her dad, so he went just to have an excuse to like talk about the daughter and figure out where she is. Yeah, and then he, like, goes around after, and he's still so numb. Like, he goes to, like, drink coffee at a coffee shop and just goes, yeah, even with a straw, guess who lived that shit today? At least I was in the privacy of my own home, and wasn't flirting with anyone at the moment when it happened, like he was. But between that, and, like, in the film, like, he's going around, like, that's literally how he talks in it. I can definitely see where if I'd had both sides of my mouth numbed up this much, I bet I would be talking like that. So I'm like, holy shit, all these years I thought it was an exaggeration, because I've had every tooth in my mouth worked on. I've had just about every tooth in my mouth root canaled. I've had them all crowned, pretty much. I've had extensive work done all over. And yet, I always thought that scene was an exaggeration, because, I mean, I got numb, but, I mean, I never had a problem eating or drinking or talking or anything, so I thought that was just for comedic effect. And now today I find out, oh shit, you can in fact get this numb? This is not the exaggeration. This is literally, like, I feel, like I said, I feel like a fucking stroke victim, because I feel like my face got, like, it was a top tooth they worked on. I am numb down to here. Like, no fucking joke. So, that's a thing. Also interesting, remember how the one I'm having worked on here, I thought that was the one that was really infected a couple months ago, and that's why I couldn't go to my cousin's bridal shower? Yeah, it's apparently the tooth behind it. That's fucking magical. So, I was warned that when I go to my regular dentist to get the crown on it, they may not let me have it until I have the one behind it pulled. I'm going to fight tooth and nail to see if they can just give me the fucking crown anyway, so I'll have somewhere I can fucking eat at. And then worry about that at a later date. Like, honestly, it's not bothering me right now. If it flares up again, fine, I'll go get it dealt with, but right now it is not bothering me, so I'd really just like my fucking crown, go get my other tooth root canal that needs to be worked on down here, get that one crowned, and just move on with my fucking life. Yeah, I know I still need that tooth extracted, I need the wisdom tooth behind it extracted, I need, oh, the back molar down here extracted, I need 2 molars up here, plus a wisdom tooth extract up here. I'm not having them all done at one time. Not fucking having them. I'll go quadrant by quadrant. That's as far as I'm willing to go. Like, I'll have that dealt with and maybe the wisdom tooth dealt with in one go. I'm willing to have the guy down here dealt with in one go. And then the shit up here, that one's gonna suck because there's like 3. Actually, wait. Maybe it's only 2 that are up here. Because that feels like 2, not 3. So, I don't know. But it just sucks because they're up in the sinus and that's going to be hell for me as somebody with chronic fucking allergies. But what can you do? What can you do? I don't know. But I took it as an interesting, good omen that almost as soon as I walked into the dentist today, in the waiting room, fucking Eleanor Rigby comes on the radio. I was like, okay, I could take this one of 2 ways. I mean, one, it is Paul McCartney, so I take that as a good omen. On the other hand, it is the song that makes me question my own mortality and whether or not I'm going to die alone just like the main character of that song someday. Yeah, even in like 6th grade, I would get paranoid over that song because I'm so tweaked of ending up like that character. But, so there was that. And then on my way out, Blackbird was on, and I was like, oh shit, I got a double McCartney, which is funny because when I'm in the dentist chair, I have my headphones on. I only listen to Paul McCartney when I'm in the chair. I don't know why that's my go-to dentist music. It just, since I was 12 years old, always has been. Probably because at that point I had a friggin' Walkman with a cassette in it, and I could only, like, bring one at a time. I didn't have that many cassettes to go between, and just for whatever reason, I brought Paul when I started, and I'm a creature of habit, and I keep doing the things I started doing. By the time I got up to the next dentist, I had at least a CD player Walkman, and I would bring, like, 3 or 4, like a stack of 3 or 4 CDs with me, and I would like, we just saw that, didn't we? Okay, so even like leaning back in the chair, not able to see what I'm doing, I could totally flip through those boxes and get them in there and put the old ones in the other boxes and shit and like flip through the buttons, get to whatever tracks I fucking wanted. Never had to look at the damn thing to be able to do it. I was pro at it. It's always McCartney CDs. Next dentist after that, I branched out a little bit and I brought Monkey CDs for a while, but I don't know. It felt wrong because I was so used to exclusively only using Paul McCartney at the dentist that I was like, no, I have to go back to Paul. I can only do Paul if I'm in the dentist chair. So I went back to Paul. And then I got an iPod. My first one, like, back before an iPod Touch. Like, the one with the fucking little wheel on it. Like, those days. Like, the iPod video, the first one that ever did video on it, that still had a click wheel. I've still got it somewhere. Yeah. One of those. I mean, that was interesting because it would, like, shuffle around different artists. I tried playing with that a little bit, and it still felt wrong. So I figured out how to make it just shuffle inside of one artist on it, and just do McCartney. I never did figure out how to do playlists on that incarnation of iPod, so whatever. But, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if it's not Paul, specifically solo Paul, not even Beatles McCartney, it has to be solo Paul for whatever the fuck reason. It just feels wrong. So, I still to this day exclusively only have Paul McCartney at the dentist. So, even on the iPod that I bring now, like, basically the only music I even have on my iPod, because I don't want to waste all my space, because I use my iPod as I would a phone, since I don't have a smartphone, so I have it filled with apps and pictures and videos and shit. So I can't use up the whole hard drive with music like I'd like to. So, pretty much, I just dump all my dentist music on it that I think I would possibly want on that trip, and I'm good to go. So, yeah, that is a thing, but I thought it was so weird that both on the way in and on the way out, Paul McCartney was on, and yet that is what I listened to exclusively in the chair, to where I had to wonder maybe, like, I even mentioned it to the assistant, and she was like, oh yeah, Pandora must have it all thumbs up, and I'm thinking, did the dentist know I'm a McCartney fan from last time? He did that for my benefit, maybe? Try to get me to keep coming back? I don't know, but I thought it was a nice touch. But yeah, so that was a thing. And on the way in there, like, while he was waiting for me to get numbed up, he was with another patient, but because it's a hot day out, it's like 96 here today, guys. Yeah, that's fun going to the dentist on a day when it's that hot out, but I digress. I had been chugging a ton of water before I went there. Bad call. Bad call. Because right as he's walking back in the room, I was like, can't believe I have to ask this, but is there a bathroom? I have to pee. And he's like, that's fair. I mean, I made you wait like an hour, so yeah, go ahead. And he's laughing his ass off, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Hella nice bathroom, though, for a dentist. I was surprised. But yeah, so I'm coming back, I'm like, oh my god, I could die. But if I hadn't, like, for real, every second would have felt agonizing, because I would have only been able to focus on, oh my god, I have to pee. I know how I am. This is how it would have gone. And my dentist appointments are never short. Like, I would have been there for 3 fucking hours going, I have to pee. So that would have been very no bueno, and I probably would have been so stressed out I would have probably, like, broken another bite block, which, that happened once. Yeah, so, didn't want that to happen, so I figured, oh, I'll suck it up. I'll use a public bathroom. I really don't want to, but I'll use a public bathroom, so. Use the public bathroom. And I'm one of those people who's usually such a germaphobe that I, like, won't use public bathrooms. Ooh. Okay, so, a little bit of the numbness must be wearing off, because I just got a bit of sensitivity in that tooth. Holy shit. Not real bad, though. I may take a Tylenol later. But anyway, so, that was a thing. And I come back, and, I mean, it was otherwise an uneventful thing, other than, damn it, I thought I was getting my crown today, and I did not get my crown today, but they were able to reassure me that that weird little circle on the bottom surface of the tooth that showed up after, like, 12 hours last time, that apparently is supposed to have one of this type. I think I already said this, didn't I? Well, if I didn't, I'm kind of all flighty all over the place right now, so in case I didn't, apparently normal for this type of temporary, as long as it's not, like, very deep, as long as it's just, like, a little bit, that's supposed to happen. I was like, oh, thank God, because I was so tweaked that, like, within 12 hours, I'd somehow fucked the thing up. I was like, oh my god, what if I go back and they're like, well, you know, we would have been able to save your tooth, except you fucked it up, and now we can't, like, I was so tweaked that this was how it was gonna go down today. But it didn't. And they said that's very normal, and that happens with basically every patient with this kind, and that they're made that way on purpose so the dentist can get back in there easily to finish the job. That's why it's not a harder temporary. It was like, that makes sense. That also makes sense why I've never had one before, because prior to now, I think all the root canals I've ever had done in my life have been ones that were completed in a day, and then I just got, like, the temporary, like, the hard kind of temporary, and had to wait for, like, months to get the permanent crown. But yeah, this is the first one I've ever gone to where it takes multiple visits to do the thing. I always thought it sounded so weird when friends of mine would talk about getting a root canal and they had to go back for, like, multiple parts of it, and I was like, the hell do you mean? You just go the one time and get it done. Now I understand why I have those marathon sessions with that one dentist where I'd be in the chair for 8 fucking hours, and I'm like, holy crap, I see why they have to break it up into multiple parts. I get it now. Like, because if each part is, like, that long, okay, that makes sense. But, I could see where that other dentist was trying to be efficient and doing it all in one go and knew that I could handle it. I guess for people who couldn't, it would probably still be multiple parts. I don't know. I'm kind of babbling, but regardless, that is about where I'm at right now. So, this side of my face is still numb. So I'm talking kind of funny tonight, but just, I want to let you guys know, because I do still plan on filming tonight, but I didn't want anybody to think, like, I'm having a stroke, because I know I have tons of cardiac issues. I would understand if somebody mistook me for having a stroke. Plus they run in my family, like, big time, both sides of the family, so it wouldn't be uncommon for somebody to assume that, so I figured I just so you guys know, no, I'm not stroking out or anything. I am just very, 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 very numb. Or as my friend David put it, uncomfortably numb. Although, no, actually, if it's anything like last time, I'm very glad that it's still numb, since it'll probably be sore when it wears off, man. I'm not looking forward to that part, but you know what? It won't be that bad. Generally, I find that, like, after dental pain, like, after work's done, usually isn't that bad for me. Knock on wood. Watch, the next time I have something extracted, it'll be, like, the most excruciating thing ever, because I went and said that. But, No, for me, it's usually pretty minimal. I don't know if I just have a high tolerance for pain or I've just been very lucky, but I mean, usually it's like so minimal that I could probably get by without even taking anything. Just I'm so scared that it might like snowball into something bad that I'm like, just in case, I'd rather take a thing and not need it than not take a thing and wish I had taken a thing because now it's so excruciating that I can't cut through all of it. You know? Makes more sense to me. And plus, the only thing I can take anyway is Tylenol, so it's not like it's that bad. I mean, it's not great for my liver, but, you know, necessary evils. I'm allergic to everything else, so kind of have to. But anyway, that is where we're at. That is where the tooth situation is. And future dental stuff that will be happening in the future. I figure, you know, I've kept you guys in the loop on all of it this far. I may as well keep updating you, even though I doubt anybody cares this much, but yeah. So, hey, at least this video is only 16 minutes long. I think the last one was like better part of like an hour long or something, so hey, I kind of rambled through it quickly, even with a numb half on my face, so that's a thing. So I'm gonna go, and I will try and be back later. Maybe I'll still be talking funny, maybe it will have worn off enough to where my speech is kind of not fucked up by then. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, because like I said, this is not me dicking around. This is actually how numb it is. So, anyway, see ya.